find your way. Yeah. Lately I've been free and leaving my mind open. Getting back to me and attempting to be social. Living in the moment, not going through the motions. Cause I be lost when I'm out here floating. I know pride, I know broke, I know broken. I know highs, I know lows, I know hopeless. I don't cry, that don't mean that I'm soulless. It means I need solutions that are better than emotions. Who do you run to when you the pioneer? You the trailblazer, but the vision isn't clear. And people giving advice ain't never been here. Always wanna drive the boat, but you ain't even learned to steer. By the way, I wrote these words inside my hideaway when I spent some time away, far from the cyberspace. Never underestimate some time away. It can turn a cloudy night thought to a brighter day.
Okay, today we're taking a look at this project I made today. Check it. Made it earlier on, maybe a couple of hours ago. The process now is to listen to it through as many speakers and headphones as possible. We've done the home stereo, we've done the home monitor headphones. Now we're using these Sony earbuds. I like to use these Sony earbuds because sometimes it does pick out elements that are a bit more sibilant-y. So this project here in the background is a hip-hop tune, hip-hop instrumental. It's got Curtis King on there. I bought Curtis King Shlump pack, was it last year or the year before? And in there it came with a bunch of Accapellas from DIY2, which you put on there and all processed and they're ready to go. So had those handy, so I put one of those on here called Find a Way, and it sounds pretty good. Just to, when I make a beat, I like to just put an acapella on there just to hear how it sounds, make sure the elements are fitting together, nothing's clashing with where the vocal is supposed to sit. The beat hasn't been EQ'd yet. Well, it's been slightly EQ'd as I was playing instruments, but it needs more EQ and stereo separation. There's not much stereo panning going on here. And the mixing's only done literally as the device has gone in. I put it in, I mixed it down, and then gone on to the next device and then mixed it down. There's been no actual touching of the mixing console here. After that fact, so it's not been tagged, not been named. I need to put all the drums in a single drums bus. I need to put the strings in a bus as well. Mastering and processing required to make this a finished piece of music. But I'm going to play it to you now, real quickly. Full quality screen capture. Check it.
Lately I've been free and leaving my mind open. Getting back to me and attempting to be social. Living in the moment, not going through the motions. Cause I be lost when I'm out here floating. I know pride, I know broke, I know broken. I know highs, I know lows, I know hopeless. I don't cry, that don't mean that I'm soulless. It means I need solutions that are better than emotions. Who do you run to when you the pioneer? Lately I've been free and leaving my mind open. Getting back to me and attempting to be social. Living in the moment, not going through the motions. Cause I be lost when I'm out here floating. I know pride, I know broke, I know broken. I know highs, I know lows, I know hopeless. I don't cry, that don't mean that I'm soulless. It means I need solutions that are better than emotions. Who do you run to when you the pioneer?
Okay, welcome back. So we're gonna break it down now. Let's break it down, zoom in. So the first thing we've got here is the bass from Monotone. Sounds pretty good, sounds like a mini Moog to me. Moog or mini Moog. Now I can't remember the name of this device, but it's a rack extension. I'll put it here in writing what all the devices are, and I'll link them in the description.
Space. Never underestimate some time away. It can turn a cloudy night thought to a brighter day.
Okay, so that is sort of like a little kind of pad, and then next to the same device again. This time it's a really nice strings sound, which I really liked, which inspired most of this instrumental here. I laid down some sounds and I come across this, I was like, yeah. So this is the first thing I actually laid down for this beat for production. This string sound. And there it is. And it's the exact same MIDI copied from the Moog sounding bass and one other sound that's that sort of, I don't know, we call that like a dreamy sort of synthy pad. So the dreamy synthy pad, then those strings, and then the monotone bass with that, and they're all playing together. And then you had this as well. This isn't playing the same MIDI, this is playing different MIDI. This is a tube sound, like from a plastic tube. You know, you hit a plastic tube, you get that sound that's coming from Object. Again, a preset. Next up, we got Mixed Food Refresh, really good RE synthesizer. And then we've got drums in there. We pitched down the kick, and then use the cymbals. This is the kit as it is. I've just pitched some elements up or down, so the kick's been pitched down. Then we got a little bit of distortion on there from Scream 4 tube setting, which I pretty much always use on drums. Get a nice little bit of crunch. Next up here, I've got this second strings. Now, that other device is like a new sort of strings, a new device and new strings, or a relatively new device. This device here is, well, one of the earliest devices, and this preset is one of the earliest presets, probably maybe 15-year-old presets, and I've been using this for probably that amount of time. It's basic, but it fits really well in the mix. It fits really well with that more realistic sounding string there. Okay, next up we have the full brass stab, another preset from the Reason Combinator.
I give the belly, I've been free, you're leaving my mind though. Getting back to me and attempting to be social. Living in the moment, not going through the motions. Cause I be lost when I'm out here floating.
Here's the trumpet sound called Full Brass Stab from Reason Factory Sound Bank. I added a top sort of string, you can barely hear it, just to add a little bit of extra texture in there at a higher frequency to that full brass sound.
So a brighter day.
Next up, we added this Viamana, a vocal sampler instrument from Reason Factory Sound Bank. Again, stock sounds. But it sounds really nice. We'll add the strings in there just to hear it in context.
Cyberspace, never underestimate some time away. It can turn a cloudy night thought to a brighter day.
Now, that is all the sounds, and of course we've got the Curtis King Find a Way vocal.
Find a way. I feel like I'll give the belly, I've been free, you're leaving my mind though.
Some of you may be aware of me and Curtis King having issues with each other, but it's all about the music. I couldn't care less about personal things. Is he a good rapper? Yes. Does he fit? Yes. That's all I care about.
Estimate some time away. It can turn a cloudy night thought to a brighter day.
So, as I've been listening and talking to you, there are a few things I want to edit. Some of the MIDI is not in time. I want to add some extra elements. Maybe some ear candy or a nice drop in the, nice drop perhaps in the drums. A little bit of reverb on there. And what I'll do when I do that, I'll actually screen capture the process of mixing and mastering and finalizing this project here and make that a video itself. I wasn't able to screen capture this actually making it today like I normally do, but it will be screen capturing the rest of the process. Do the panning. There's not much panning going on up here. None of the elements are panned. You can see they're all mono at the moment pretty much. So that will need to be done. Need to pan elements. Need to do some EQ. Need to sort some of the timing out of some of the MIDI is not quite right. Also need to load up other acapellas on here and see how they sound. Maybe add something else on there. This is the first draft. If you'd like to drop a like, support, subscribe, the rest of it. And I'll see you next time for another video.
Living in the moment, not going through the motions. Cause I be lost when I'm out here floating. I know pride, I know broke, I know broken. I know highs, I know lows, I know hopeless. I don't cry, that don't mean that I'm soulless. It means I need solutions that are better than emotions.